Thank you so much. A round of applause for them. Hey, mwana popular pizza, my popular pizza, my popular pizza, my popular. Hey, chacha my wo pizza, you know what I don't know. Hey, ma la loba de katamanton. Vous savez que vous topez du foin, que vous asamanois au gloutou. Eh, clairement, à côté de nous, au sabou là et au soin dans nous karoubi, au kumio, bah ton roca du tueur, à quoi ça? Eh, mais de quoi? Eh, dis bon, japoulou, à problème. Oh, faut aller, eh, gars, pas de gars, bon, eh, à papi, on va sonner, gars, il peut dans l'amour. Eh, à gauche, à gauche, tu fais ça sur la cou. Eh, on va appeler ma gueule, ça va, mais.
Nuchumino dewa chumno ebioka aha miami hinne boko ma mle benmine ange ahi nyabua ni maka de ye be bo mla bo ha onu bilani nyane ye ni so bo ha wo nyepesi bra wosio nyeko pesi jamu ene waso wa ba ya no ko ne ni so to yi ne yem no wa jemepo ne wake cho shipwe liome.
Today is very dear to my heart, and it is extremely dear to the hearts of the Paramount Chief and all the members of Prampram Traditional Council. It's long overdue that for 3 years after the Parliamentary Act 1036-2020, Prampram is now ready with its land secretariat. I will ask of each and everyone to bear with us anything that might not go well, and then to also understand that whatever that looks far-fetched starts with one day. And I'm sure at the end of today, Prampram, as it used to be known, will be known with a different, fresh leaf. This is what I have to say. Thank you.
overall boss is called administrator. And she is in the person of Mamiama Edumaziakwa, so that I will not be accused of usurping someone's power. I am here on her mandate. So I'm to give the keynote address. And then this is what I've sought to do, to give a little briefing about the customary land secretariat, how they were set up in times past, how CLSs are supposed to be set up now, their functions, their sources of revenue, and then the relevance of the CLSs. I'll read my address now. The government of Ghana in 1999 introduced the National Land Policy after a report produced by the Law Reform Commission in 1994. The Land Acquisition Project was aimed at strengthening customary lands management and administration systems in Ghana. Customary Land Secretariat, like this one that we are about to open this morning, is a specialized office generally set out by a land-owning group upon receipt of technical and advisory services provided by the Office of the Administrator of Stool Lands and the Lands Commission. Their main functions is to maintain records of land transactions in the local communities. Since the commencement of the concept in the mid-2000s, a total of over 100 customary land secretariats has been established across the country. Prior to the establishment of these CLSs, records have said that in Ghana there were 3 functional customary land secretariats of one form or the other. These are the Ochiman Customary Land Secretariat, the Asante-Ine Customary Land Secretariat, and then the Dawekwate Customary Land Secretariat. Again, when you set up a CLS in an area that the land market is not brisk, where there are no transactions in land, the CLS don't tend to last, because the staff of the CLS must be paid. And no army, in fact the police are here, they will tell you, they don't move on an empty stomach. If you send your army to war on an empty stomach, master, they will run away, and you will lose. So the CLS staff has to be paid, and they have to be paid well. So you need a vibrant CLS. Again, we realize where there are chieftaincy disputes, the CLS don't do well. I'm happy to hear that in the Prampram area, in fact, this is for the Prampram people, but generally in the Prampram area, I'm happy to hear that there are little or no land dispute. It will mean that your CLS will do very well. I'm also happy to hear that the lands here are mainly for the families. I want to sound a note of caution. The coordinator to the CLS, please, you are not a landowner. So do not change into a landowner. If you change into a landowner, I promise you, you will run away and leave the secretariat, because the land does not belong to you. So please, never dream of becoming a landowner. Respectfully, with all humility to Nime, if you don't own land, the CLS has not been created to give you land. The CLS is being created to ensure that we manage our lands in a harmonious manner, to ensure that we prevent this issue of landguardism. In fact, the act that has been promulgated says that if you are caught as a land guard, punishment awaits you, a term of imprisonment or a fine. Please, whoever you fight on his behalf will leave you, and you will go to prison and leave that person. So I see some macho people around. I know they are not land guards, but I pray that they don't become land guards, because if they become land guards, the law means that they will go to prison when they are caught. Okay. Government will identify a land owning group and tell them that we think you need a CLS, so we bring you a CLS. It was similar to a marriage. When you look for a husband for your daughter and the marriage goes well, he doesn't remember that you found a husband for him. But if it doesn't go well, then he will tell you that the man that you brought is the cause. So under the initial concept, government was establishing the CLSs, and most of those CLSs did not do well. So government, that was what we call the supply led. We supply them. The government thought through and realized that under that concept, a lot of the CLSs were not doing well. So we now went around educating land-owning groups. And I think it is one such education that has caused this CLS to be open today. We sensitized the National House of Chiefs, the Regional House of Chiefs, the traditional councils, family heads, clan heads, and told them about the benefits of CLSs. And then they put in an application. Then we did an assessment. In doing the assessment, these are some of the things that we look at. 1, do you have an office space? 2, is your land a peaceful place? So that when we come in to set up the CLSs, there will not be litigation. Are you willing to pay the staff of the CLSs? Do you have competent people that will man your CLS for you? When all these things were done, we came in to set up the CLS for you. There should also be cooperation among the land management groups. Because, for instance, in Prampram here, I understand so many families have been put together to serve, to constitute this land management group. Sorry, the CLS. But not every family member will necessarily be active member on the committee. We want to plead for cooperation, for transparency, and for accountability. The 1992 Constitution under Article 36 Clause 8 calls for a fiduciary relationship between NIME or those who are holding the lands and then the landowners, the beneficiaries. You see, land, according to Sir Oforiatta, belongs to a host of people. Few living, many dead, countless hosts yet unborn. So if we manage our lands well, we leave it for posterity. Now, we are told Hong Kong was a colony of China. In fact, the British took Hong Kong from China for a certain number of years. I'm told it's 999. Some few years back, I stand to be corrected, but I think 2004 or thereabout, the land reverted to China. If we manage our lands well, not only will we, the living, benefit from it, but our children who are yet to be born will also, benefit from it. Is that how it is said? Yes, I lived with a Krobo lady and her husband when I started work. And this lady, for every statement she made to the husband, will begin with Mimpope and end with Mimpope. So I told myself, if I'm privileged enough to marry a Krobo lady or an Adangbe lady, I will name my daughter Mimpope. Because I love Mimpope. But I'm told Mimpope is pleased. But I love it. So Mimpope, what I want to say is that when you open the Act, Section 13, it calls upon everyone, every land-owning group, to have a customary land secretariat. And to have the secretariat, the Office of the Administrator of Stew Lands, and then the Lands Commission will have to come and give you some teaching or some training as to how you manage your land. Section 14 provides for its establishment. The 13 talks about the fact that pursuant to Clause 8 of Article 36 of the Constitution, stews, skins, or family lands shall be managed in accordance with this Act. Section 15 provides for the functions of the CLS. And 1, it is record keeping, providing a list of customary interests and rights in land, provide relevant records on the land, information of the hierarchy of interest and rights in the land, and they lay down procedures for effective dispute resolution. So a CLS has a very important component of alternative dispute resolution. Chief, I understand you are the head of the alternative dispute resolution. Yes, the man in white, yes, because you work at the court to do alternative dispute resolution. You have to get out the criteria very well and follow the criteria to the letter. You work in the court, so you know. Now the procedure to be followed, if you do not follow it, the court can set aside the agreement or the settlement that you come to. Owners take some, they call it drink money. That one is not your area, so please don't go. If you go there, you won't last in the office. So don't go there. A word to the wise is enough. Yours is to manage the money that will come out of the operations that you will be doing in the office. But ultimately, into the future, when our children come, any monies that are accruing out of the land will all be for us and we will all account for it. You are also to, at the CLS, this is what is going to happen. If there is any dispute in court, and there are records at the CLS to show that the CLS gave the land to me before they gave it to God, then the land will be deemed to be mine and not his. So the CLS is to play a very important role. You have to play a very important role. So please, keep your records right. Gone out of paperwork. Your computer should be state of the art. Have very good backup system. Ensure that they are not hacked. You can get certain funds. Part of the funds of the CLS will be from the services you render in your CLS. You may get someone who will prepare all the leases from Prampram lands from your CLS. The families can have their individual lawyers, or you can decide to have one lawyer. Since the Prampram CLS has a mission of operating with the land sector agencies to regularize, produce leases, regulate, and officially manage Prampram lands with technical support, and to provide convenient, and a peaceful environment and security for the residents, it is my hope that the mission of the Prampram CLS will be accomplished to bring orderly development to the lands in Prampram, for it to become a location of choice for real estate development in Ghana. On this note, Mr. Chairman, thank you.
His Royal Majesty Nene Tete Waka Tete, the Paramount Chief of Prampram Traditional Area and a member of the Greater Accra Regional House of Chiefs and distinguished chiefs as well. Ladies and gentlemen, greetings from Nisempe Mensah Family Lands, Accra. We are pleased and privileged to be part of this inauguration of Prampram Family Land Secretariat. We believe this is just the beginning, and is the beginning of protecting the interests of our lands as far as the new land law is concerned. We at Nisempe Mensah Family Land Secretariat are ready to collaborate and team with all stakeholders, traditional authorities within Prampram to protect our inheritance and culture, especially the Ga Adangbe language that is diminishing in a very fast rate, and making sure their interest is taken care of by providing at least the centers for AstroTurf, for which we all know the love of football has become an issue that has to be considered in development. Markets, lorry stations, and library. Usually we think these social responsibilities are sole responsibilities for the state. Yes. But looking at the disposition of the Act, we stand opportunity of creating some form of revenue. Since the land is yours, you have the right to initiate some of these avenues and create local revenue for yourself. We also like to encourage the administrators and management of the Secretariat not to relent in upgrading themselves in order to be conversant with the duties and responsibility bestowed on us by the Act to enhance public education. We must also focus on other development by liaising with the municipal assemblies. That is a very key. We cannot operate as a secretariat in isolation, no.
I think today is a very, very happy day for all of us.
It's a happy day because we are joining about 115 in the northeast region, 7 in the Savannah region, 9 in the upper east region, 7 in the upper west region, 4 in the Volta region, 6 in the western region, 3 in the western north, 2 in OT, and 9 in the eastern region. It is also a very important ceremony because it marks the beginning of a process to bring about sanity in Prampram. Across Ghana, we are all aware that about 60% of all the cases that goes to court are land related. We are informed that the presiding judge for the area has complained that there is a rising number of cases bordering on land in Prampram. And so there's a need to do something about it. In the Greater Accra region, we are joining secretariats including the Ni Sempe Mensa Customary Land Secretariat at Ablekuma. We are joining the Bawe Secretariat, Oyibi La, English Amount from Nungwa, Shewe, Usu, English Alata, that is at Jamestown, Amamole, Anya, Customary Land Secretariat, and then Ni Odre Kwao, Customary Land Secretariat. Not to, I think I've mentioned English Amount from. I just wanted to add that the Office of the Administrator of Sulands and the Lands Commission will be providing periodic training for staff of the Secretariat, and the Secretariat is required under the Land Act, the new Land Act 2020-1036, to provide periodic reports to the Lands Commission. So one responsibility of this Secretariat is that every quarter, every 3 months, the Secretariat will provide reports to the Lands Commission. If you look at section 13, 14, 15, 16 of the Land Act, you will find it there. As I told you, I'll keep my speech very short. I want to congratulate everyone who has been connected with the establishment of this Secretariat. I want to congratulate Nene Tetewaka for his vision for the Prampram area, and end by pleading with all the land-owning groups within the Prampram area to cooperate to ensure the success of this Secretariat, ensure that this Secretariat succeeds. Thank you very much, everybody, for your audience. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum. Nga hisibamio. Ebionka bine wange kujemu neno. Ke wange twebu na wange koyom twebu. Wanaka eji drum agbo ne ejeko nge ningo Prampram district. C'est mon dodoeo neji star ejeko nge bukula subano nene hani nge enodio na ye bino hona mafo tumbe c'est wanyo enyo neji Prampram Traditional Council maone be wo dromio we o ke tuono wangeyo eji Ningo Prampram District Assembly property neji area council semu Prampram Traditional Council and Mawomi officially na kebaha assembly ka bi one aya follow Esene magbe. Lesana fonge tun. Lo ake wo masesei. Ne wa wame. Ne ake fobio. Ne achosie. Ne tun. Ne jebo. Nababo wa manio. Nke ye heads of department. Ke assembly members of government. Wahinsi. Ne wa ye. Esa. Ne hi. Kawa pia. Prampram National Council. Ne ebano. Ejaga officer no one there as district assembly head officer. Prampram National Council a property na akeha assembly 11 years jine. Loke mune wakuano wake nanane ne wake nye ne wana sitoheko ne abasi agbo saga wafi ase. Inga no migba ani ne ali ake Prampram National Council abasis assembly a property abasis Prampram National Council area council, which is not true. Kepio niko mingane ke odwemsio ko de ko tuemu ipanye pe wange wane wache ome wanene ome wamanye ome wakpa aenu wom wawame ne akudoma janese nwo nuko ne esane waleji weno ne ba masi wa security neji police service emawa menge anutumio janone mawa district assembly nge enutumi police nge a area of government zone region ke oya afiena fall nge dodowa region se nimlo mena ngale joke suba kla Prampram bi men Prampram wotoni ke oya dawa fall nge sege region se pe nugo wetoni lo eno ne ba fonction ke munyuko ya fonction dodowa epi on dodowa police ama refer ke nyeba Prampram customer ne nyimana anukwalio weku ome akema wani inga no migba ne wanu niko masisi inga no migba ne wanu niko masisi ke monene olio amaje ko akema chon drum ne no ya ha tema cheme ana drum no kekle ayi ne fi je baba o ayi be fi nge azban yan. A very nice example ni manji ke oya ashama ke the traffic light on ke ya Presby down is TDC land ke oba oko ke je Tulakuomi ke ya is Tema New Town a traditional land wekuli ani se akene anawe we kan eno ne aketu anio nubo ineti settlers ne niko be banguzma kan family land amayi apa beneka ayeo ababi ni zugba medwa eno me ke ona wetoni kakike no na mancheme ke weku ni kotomai ne adwen ya eno yo settlers abe subache mepe ngala ne ebe clear lo eno ne bano government o lehun etwim ke a dream ni nkan kikon eba ne land litigations ke gweku pe ke zugba sanio ebasi ebi okan enomagbo. Please, it seems I went purely on our local, because our local understanding, I don't want someone to go and then interpret what I'm saying. In short, this indivice is an indivice that Prampram at Traditional Council have wrote and applied to the district assembly to release the area council to them to support them on their lands administration. And as it is where we are administrating the office as Ningo Prampram district head office. The property belongs to Prampram Traditional Council. 11 years now that they released to the government. So when they apply to support them with our area council, and the challenges is a challenges that we need them to come and assist, we release it in good faith to them. And as I'm saying, policing zone, the regions, at times our locality, they don't understand why Afienya belong to Prampram, but they fall under Dodowa when it comes to police matters. That is the administration of the police. It means now when issues fall under Dodowa and it become lands matters, the police is going to assist them by referring them to Prampram Customer Administration Office, which it will be very helpful for the government. So, in short, I believe and I know that with the help of Almighty Allah, and then the blessing of the government of the day in support of security matters, that we are stepping up when it comes to security. We are going to help the Prampram authority to grow when it comes to land administration with good faith. Thank you.
Officials of the land office of administrator of two lands, the business fraternity, other invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. I stand here on behalf of the Inspector General of Police and the Ghana Police Service, and finally the Tema Regional Police Command, to give my brief on the reason why we are here. I have to say that we are very grateful and we sincerely appreciate the effort of those who brought this idea into being. Almost everybody here will agree with me that irregularities involved in land management breed a lot of security issues in our communities. It is not only within Ningo Prampram, it is within the country at large. And the dangers these issues have for national security. We also agree that whenever there are land disputes, we resort to a lot of activities to seek redress, some of which are legal and some are illegal. Among the dangers are the tendency for individuals to own and use small arms. The use of small arms also give birth to some violent crimes. Crimes such as land guard activities, vigilantism, robbery, murder, causing unlawful harm, assault. We can count a lot. I must say that with the inception of the customary land secretariat, all these security issues could be minimized. I stand here and I pledge the support of the police service for all the activities that will be undertaken by the Secretariat. I thank you.
Nimele abime ake agbo. Nimele abime ke wacho abayo mo na ejini bi agbo. Ke ha wabuglama. Loko babi ke mini ene mo na libi opio libi agbo. Ke ha wabuglama lo. Nini ejene mo na pio libi agbo ke ha wabuglama ji. Nini wange pe mo na endo ejinoko no wange he yafo kajebene wa president pahebu ka ma fe ma lo weku fe weku. Enyene epeko neye kebua nga ezubasani wanene neji wanene tetewaka deji wa president ke ha Prampram traditional area eko traditional council okpe shibabao no wa wohega no wa yeblono ne obagu no wa ke ba pe ne ba pe manje ne ba pe shade ne ba pe plokoto nga wochwa wasusu nke wajwe nke wanile nke wa pe kpanya mono wajwe nke wasusu bion ebami no ne hane epeligbi agboke ha wone ndoko babi ke mini hene wocho ba kwenga hie no wangenya ne wabu ajonge helo ejaka ejinoko ne ekeno yamba abake ha wagbugbulan le chapu wagbugbulan pese ke ha gadangi ochwa wabe no wa yapun nga court wabe washikane wa yapun ke wani no wapun chwa ke ha court lawyer hi keni ne yosa ne hawo ke langadi keni chwa wanile ke wajwe ngo wode piani de kan jamato no mechwa mondo enya babashi kwa pe wajwe nkake no wape wanile nkake ne eba ha ne wabana wagugulan zugban hene efunge ke hene egun ke wekufen wekun ba na hene ezugbange ke hene ezugbangun ene hun ba wa won ezugban komene wanene meke ha lo wa che meke ha lo wa ni meke ha no walio Secretariat oke hiba wo na ba nye jamano mechua asike ha wo no wa ni ba su jamano mechua a records yen ano ipale e ba wa ne zugban yen no wa ke ha ne wo le wa dwen ko wa ni le ndio wo ka wajua ke ha ne senan ko be ba ke ha bugbula ma hu o ba na ka chabi be ne wajua ke ha kura sepe wa ke lizi ne daje ha wa ba na ehe loko bo lo he yubo lo ehe dan bo ne wa ba nu ipale e ba wa ne sande ne nga nyemi meneji zugban cheme apetio ese ba bashi ejaka achonka aba formu ni kome nga secretariat omi ne ke zugban sande ba lo zugban he munyuba aka yi ba pe ne hie ke yi ba shi ne aba na he de sanaka fun ne ke shishinu mi ba ba ne wa be nke wa time ne wa pun nga koto ne jamano ese ba pu ene heji o mo ne wo gugun ali chua keni ne chapi gugun ali ne jidangbeli ke galin chua babwa e nyanga hie ne wa pe waju nkake ke wani le nkake ne wa ke wani le enyo ne fuani ni wane ne tete waka e yakpon ke ba ha wo lo e hane e ba wa gugun ne epe shade ne pe klokoto ne pe manye ne hu oseji akwa ma hio no wa adivesu yemio wa de ke wa keje dromimi ke ya dromimi chacha ma o kenibele o meniche ne ba joni ni wa ngepe botundo onyano chwa ne majeba
said the paramount chief of Prampram traditional area na Koko Abi, the paramount queen mother of Prampram traditional area. The Mankralo and his elders from the Shal Traditional Council. The Mankralo and his elders from the Ada Traditional Council. elders of the Prampram Traditional Council, office commanders of the Prampram Police Command, our friends of the press, without you, nothing can be heard on air. Mr. Saladi, I haven't seen the man today. Today I'm looking at him face to face. Our Land Commission rep, today you said it all, and I'll make some comments on what you have said. Our lawyer, all councils here, the elders from the Dowager traditional, Dowager township, the chief and his elders. I can't mention everybody's name, but all protocols observed. My people, today I have learned something today. When this announcement was made that we are going to create Prampram Secretariat, Land Secretariat, everybody was annoyed. Many people have doubted that what is going to happen. Are they going to take our land from us? And I like the theme for the day. Prampram Gospel Land Secretariat. I like it. I like it very well because in 2008, there was a judgment from the appeal court in Ghana that lands in Prampram are being owned by families. So when this Customary Land Secretariat was being announced to the people, they were thinking otherwise, that their lands are going to be taken from them. Today, our man from the Land Commission said that our administrator shouldn't take himself to be a landowner. He is just to administer to our lands. You see, there's something called goodwill in land. When you give out lands to somebody and they give you that huge amount, that is called goodwill. Yeah, something happens. That is what we have lacked. Ground rent. Whether the man brings the money or not, I've sold my land. Nothing again. But today, our land commission man said, after you have taken that token, still we have something to do. That is the ground rent. That is exactly what the Secretariat is coming to do. When you give out the land to anybody, you just send your documents to this Secretariat. They will take care of it, prepare everything, whether every quarter, every half a year, or every yearly. They will just call you. Your ground rents are in. Come for your portion. It's a very good and laudable idea. The paramount chief, the Netete has brought something to help us on our land. Just now, as we are talking now, there's something on Facebook. My great-grandfather died 1890. But Babylon family people are saying all the lands in Lavinia belongs to them. No. Let's have peace. Let us have peace. Let there be peace on Prampram lands. Why don't you come to contact me to know what is happening? Thank you. But just on the Facebook, you see this thing. So today, everything has been explained to everybody here for our understanding. Thank you. So I beg the baby family members that my great-grandfather, 1890, he died in Afienia.
Let's give it up for Nene.
Let's give it up for him. Let us have peace.
Thank you.
Then our area urban, They said the cases will be coming. You have to be firm. Only the truth. We shall know the truth.
And the truth shall set you
free.
Let's give it up for them. Let's give it up. Thank you very much.
So,
thank you very much.
I came about to put no fee. Go to my
All right.
Yes, trouble never.
Manyeneba. Ilani ni meli akoreti. Wange magben. No kuku pet no.
Can you make it swap manyeneba? Because get fear. The manyeneba. Ora. Jade wange tokota. Look at you wange kotoka. Kotoka International Airport.
Yeah.
Nane tokota. Nyepero.
Ochumka. Now after the war. Yes.
There is the Lands Commission, but we are also a different entity. Our office is the Office of the Administrator of Two Lands. And then, respectfully, when you were making your submission, when you have land and it's a family land, until the Act 1036 came in, you had the right to sell freehold. But now you cannot sell freehold. When you sold your land freehold, you couldn't collect rent. But if you give it out as lease, then we can come in to collect the yearly rent. However, please, let's get this clear. If the land is, say, 100,000 cedis, and you are selling at 100,000 cedis, as he said, premium, goodwill, drink money, or whatever, know that the amount you charge for whatever you describe will also affect the rent that you collect. But for the operation of law, most of you will not have come to look for, this rent that we are talking of. In fact, in 1969, when we even decided that land should no longer be given as, freehold in certain areas, they backdated it and made it freehold. So when you go to Central Accra, Kaneshi area and the like, most of the land, they just gave it out for freehold. Now we are advising, it will be better you don't do freehold, but do leasehold. God bless you all for that.
Kedemeha, ite awo, mehu apomode ni advocate the traditional council ni mehu apomode ni apri land secretariat ni ewa. Keha land litigations ni yaha ni eketwijo eba ewa dangwe kupai. Because oyo munyuni atuchwa ake ablinge here. Down here ko siko ba wadangwe yoji ebite wakashida ehaniwo mauka mono jomio basukubla ni ebasu shishibio mebo. Ni Secretariat ni wablio ni ikeni kume susuhe saminya ni awomiga ni jamaniomo ni awomiga ike jonge meha ke chui ke shiba ni ke hame ni mehu abomode ni achomini ka nene ke ubomode ni nonoba mamio ibahani twinjo baba ibahani yeyome ke chemome Wahani wajomba pange pakupano. Nijama court sani kambini adio tuasi papu. Imone mache yokoko keha ukulama. Time ni machi Secretariat no shishino. Inye wiska. Se inge mau. Ni ifo kena wanye minyumuko. Ni achele. Goodness. This one can wake up with your hand. There, they will be God. The Hamilton ni emenko as a business mind. Ka nene ke ukona ni mashino. Boajom abu baba ublama. Wenu fiano ni wakringe hemlo. This one can wakeshida abu ke ha goodness. Ke ha papa. Que joe papa le vieja uglama ni ibomode ni ifanasmi ki make bleeding Nikeshida, ni Ihalehami, Emaudian, Chano Mayaba. Ni Taki Uji, Epeka, Wajeha, Wangejeha, ye, ne 22nd August. Ni Ingenufiano, ni Lefon, Mweme, Kenyemime, Nange Mansi, Kemancheme, Fe, Nange, Hey, Nange traditional area. Isoka, Abba. Abaye Upla Jeha Ise, ni Jeha Mondochi, Wagashishije, Wagi Jeha 29, Wahele 22nd August, Chano Manyaba.
So, shall I? Yeah. Okay, so my name is Prince Adote Alote, the coordinator for Prampram Customary Land Secretariat. And apart from that, I'm also a member of the Prampram Traditional Council. And I'm also an estate developer. I work for Heaven's Gate Estate. I work for Heaven's Gate Estate. Yeah. Very well.
What are the measures let the people know that this is rather a safe haven, because I understand we have public land here. It's a safe haven for them to entrust their lands administration.
Thank you very much. This inauguration or the launching was being driven by the Land Acts 2020 Act 1036, which the government made it mandatory for the establishment of land secretariats. Now, so since the government policy, our only option is to let it happen. Now, when you look at Prampram, we know that it's a highly litigated area. One of those days, there is this peace that we enjoy in Prampram. This peace is during the 80s. I can walk to any member of the family or any neighbor just to eat. When I believe that my mom is preparing banku that I don't like and I want rice, just move to any neighbor's house. If the person is cooking rice, then I'll be given. So there's this peace, harmony, love among the neighbors and Prampram family. But now the advent of land sale has brought divisions into Prampram. So father fights son, head of family fighting members, and litigations here and there. It's our prayer and our trust that having this in place, right, will first of all arrest those litigation. We have the ADR. The ADR is going to be made up with 4 divisional heads. Prampram itself is made with 4 divisional heads, right? So all the heads will be part of the ADR. So when an issue of litigation comes, all your head of families are here. So then we would take you through the ADR, then we can reposition or re-solve the problem. However, we have equally secured the whole Prampram map, the land. And we are asking all family members to please bring their documents, right? So we have a data to keep information so that tomorrow, Kwambi will not go and sell Kojo's land, or Nene will not go and sell Nates land, so that there's going to be peace as we're enjoying. Apart from that, it will even go a long way to curb what? Langas. Now, what are the Langas doing? There's even a law, right, against Langarism. But because we are fighting over lands, so I believe that I need Langas to fight too. So that is the issue. Now, with this administration, right, if you're able to resolve all those problems, I think land guard activities will be thing of the past, or it will be eradicated. Very well. Before the inauguration, we engage the stakeholders in the meeting. When we talk about stakeholders, we are looking at the landowning families, the landowners, and the leaseholders. We are also looking at property owners on the land. So we have engaged them on a series of meetings, and they've all raised the idea that when this is being rolled or established, in fact, it's going to curb litigation,
And when you go to the law court, Prampram issue, it's flooded at the law courts. And I believe that the CLS will help, structure all those issues. And we promise you, land issue in Prampram will be things of the past. I believe we have the capacity to deal with issue. Then everybody will have his key.
Enemy bano ibawa Prampram. Dano wapomo chief ni jinde waka. Anytime about to make is one peace. Dan eke peace. Say me bring mini hani one peace wa mami. Zuba juan. Nami chapimo no onye call by force. Then eke peace be mami. Wa believe ka the establishment of the secretariat or bani people kwa yes banko. Your grievances will be aired there and be listened to. Then issue your neighbor. Then we believe one was settled. Prampram is made of 4 divisions. What you are looking at him, bro? What you are was a divisional clan. Now, case your bakiko, no about place ban yo. What about a divisional head of family? Never in shige, kone. No, can name a husband yo. Or that's about banakaba. No, 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 pay no. One wa bli opportunity. Can no fiane yes basani. Ni engele hawo zubana nge pon audio mole ba officer wo ba wa koni wakelanya ni wananya. Apart from that, one land management committee no one area then mechua will come to play koni aye dan solve koni peace nyimiswo ni engene ebe ho chua ba bi koni no wakai agenda ka esoni peace koni gram ma epe nimnikaki ka okane the land act or etumunu ngani isani awo eno wabele pay huku wabele pay family kalo kuno jimo no qualify your no problem we give the opportunity to work because land act or spelt it can our administrator our accountant no quite act on your it's spelled no chapi we kuna bana in na professional jobs qualify your qualify your well if there's any training that probably you need to do or what advice when you are trained qualify your all
right, as you can see, this is the current staff for the Secretariat. We intend to open employment opportunities soon, but as and when they come, we will introduce them same to each and everyone when we get the opportunity. So to the staff, like the MC said, this is our van that we will be using to go out there and get work done. The same way we have this motorbikes to ease our operation. And these are the elders that today they have made this launching or inauguration a success. Should we meet them anywhere? Maximum respect goes to them. So, members of this great community and its environs, this is the staff for the Prampram Lands Secretariat. Thank you very much. And shall we pray? Father, in the name of Jesus, we thank you this moment. We started with you and we have come to a successful closure of this program. As we intend to have it run successfully, that is the desires of men. But in all, let your will be done. And in all wills, let Prampram be a peaceful land through the institution, the Prampram Land Secretariat. Many other things we ask of you through Jesus Christ, we pray. Amen.